Celsius, essential energy.
T-minus 10, 9, 8.
The clock is operating. We're underway.
Tranquility Base here. Endeavor, go at throttle.
And good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids aged 8 to 80. Let's go ski racing as we are proud to bring you the 2024 USCSA National Championships, brought to you by Celsius Energy on a glorious Friday morning here in the upper Adirondack Mountains of upstate New York. We are in Wilmington, we are at Whiteface Mountain, and we are set to bring you 131 of America's finest collegiate ski racers in run number 1 of the Men's Slalom National Championship. Hi everybody, Boss Hog alongside Trent Rosenberg as we kick it to you from the Andrew Wybrecht Finish Arena here on Whiteface Mountain at the base of Draper's Drop. And boy, Trent, we've got a big day of ski racing on the plate for you today.
Yeah, we absolutely do, boss. Like you mentioned, 131 of America's finest ski racers here today. Going to be a great galaxy vibe kind of day, just to shout out the Celsius.
Sit back, relax, folks. 2 big runs of slalom action here on the broadcast network. We're glad you're joining us at www.uscsa.org. We'll fire up right just about 5 minutes from now with our first racers as our forerunners coming down the course. Always an honor to be chosen as a forerunner here at a national championship race. Let's take a look at our course conditions here for run number 1. 32 degrees outside is just perfect for a ski race. No winds at all. 30.35 on the pressure scale. Sunny skies, 70% humidity. We call this snow condition peely. Peely is when it's just about to break loose from rock solid, firm to soft. You could feel it when you were up there actually skiing down, couldn't you, Trent?
Yeah, we noticed a big difference between us when we got there at like 7:45 and when I skied down at about 8:15. It already started to warm up quite heavily, so it's going to be a challenge for these ski racers today. They're going to have to deal with it.
Our course set here in run number 1. Christopher Ader, 55, Gates of Fun, 53, direction changes, the smoke factor purely at 11 here on a Friday. Day number 4 of competition of 5 here at this 45th edition of the USCSA National Championships.
And that looks like our final forerunner there on course, boss.
We'll have top to bottom coverage for you on the broadcast network today. Our high camera coming out of the start shack will take the first half of this race. It's really split up into 2 main sections. From the start shack, a relatively flat section. You have to be technical. You cannot make mistakes. The lines are so important because there's very few places in the top half of the run to make up time. And then all of a sudden the transition sends you to the right-hand, the skier's right-hand side of the trail, and also into a big elevation drop. That fall away, that's a tough transition, and some of our skiers have had trouble with it over the last 3 days.
Yeah, absolutely. But yesterday's women's slalom run was relatively clean. Only a few DNFs there in our 2 runs, so we'll see if the men can handle a similar course setup today. And there he is, boss, our first runner of the day.
This man knows how to get it done. It's Castleton University's Lorenzo Mincaccini. Mincaccini, 2 days ago, winning the men's giant slalom here in a commanding performance. Unbelievable to watch this young man race. He is no stranger to national championship competition. This is his 3rd one. He's a business administration major, a senior from Castleton, now known as Vermont State University. And take a look at this technique. He makes his way down here on Draper's Drop.
Yeah, it's great to have him go first and really set the pace for the rest of the racers. We know he's a good skier, and we're going to see how this course holds up after him.
Mincachini now, grabbing for the stripe. What a great first run, 47.22. We'll take a look at these splits, 17.19 at the split shack, 30.03 at the second split shack, and 47.22. You can just about guarantee that's going to be one of the competitive times to beat here all day long.
Yeah, but it looks like our second ski racer now, Aaron Greslick, actually had a better split time at the shack. So skiing down now, Draper's. A little behind at the split shack, so he'll need to make up some serious time as he gets going on his run here. But finding a good flow of things as he makes his way toward these final 10 or so gates. What do you think so far, boss? Pretty good conditions out there for the kids?
This is the time to have a ski race, no doubt about it. Perfect conditions out there. The racers know it, too. It is fast. It's going to be fast all day. And it looks like an even track. Doesn't matter where in the pack you're going to start. Meanwhile, here at the top of the drop, it is Eric Moll from Penn State University in bib number 164. Your top three, though, Ryan Beardsley in third from Babson, Aaron Greslick from Northern Michigan University in second, but still the time to beat 47.22 from Lorenzo Mincachini from Castleton. Back to live action now here with 5 gates to go. This is Eric Moll. Nittany Lion from Penn State. He'll cross the stripe, 57.73. Good enough for fifth fastest. Zach Bion from Rocky Mountain College now. He's on course. You can take a look at these split times, Trent, and understand that everybody is really bunched together. This is going to be a close race here today.
Yeah, a lot of 17s. Again, my number was sort of 20 yesterday. Today it's kind of 17 to know how skiers are coming down.
Now we see out of the start shack, that's John Olson from the Air Force Academy. Meanwhile, clearing the gates out in that final flush, and across the line, it's Zach Bion from Rocky Mountain College with a time of 49.25. Now out of the top half into the transition comes the Air Force Academy's John Olson in bib number 166. Great to see the Air Force Academy represented here, flying high out of Colorado Springs. Scraping a little bit of speed now into the back seat. It's a wild ride here for John Olson. And Olson now has been able to recover back into the flow. It is steep and fast there at the top of Draper's Drop here this morning.
Yeah, he definitely got a little late there at the top, like you mentioned, and had to just really scrub the speed. And then even toward this bottom section, got a little late on a red gate. So tried to find the flow, but as we've mentioned in days past, it's really hard to get back into it once you have a stop like that.
Olson across in 53.41. Now Ethan Ross at the top of Draper's from St. Olaf College. He's wearing bib number 167, the senior from Lyme, New Hampshire. Skis out of the Dartmouth Skiway, coached by Doug Nordemeyer. Had a great chat with Coach Nordemeyer this morning. He can spot the finish line, and that little flush there at the end with 5 gates to go, that is a tricky, tight little flush. No problems for Ethan Ross, though, as he'll hit the stripe in a 50.84.
Yeah, just looking ahead a little, boss, it looks like they have a similar setup for run number 2, so these kids get to practice if they can make it through run number 1 here. Looks like Richard Casey, though, from Colgate is now on our Draper's drop, coming down, looking pretty smooth so far.
As you can see, the first half of Draper's drop, Ader has made the set very flowy. It's pretty consistent. The distance between each, the timing between each, and then all of a sudden halfway down, when the legs are completely on fire, Ader throws about 3 different flushes at you and makes you work for it until the end. That is an evil end to this run number 1 slalom.
Yeah, sort of a back-to-back setup there into it. Really tough for conditions for the racers here. So we'll see how kids handle it, like you said, but so far so good for our top 10 or so.
Richard Casey from Colgate across in 50.70, and just as we said, as soon as they make the transition halfway down and they get set up for that first tight gate up there, it looked like that's Jagan Key from the University of Wisconsin-Madison.
Yeah,
and that's going to be the end of the day for Jagan.
And we did note that the snow was peely, a new word we've learned today from our timer Matt Howard, but peely snow, and you could see when he got a little off course, he went into some of that peeled up snow, and that really threw him off.
That's James Fox from Georgetown University. He's coming down the drop now right out of the start box from Hobart William Smith College, Ethan Hine. Meanwhile, here at the bottom, it's James Fox.
Yeah, James with a really strong run there, a 55.36 for James Fox out of Georgetown University, like you mentioned, boss.
Now coming across the top of the drop, it's Ethan Hine from Hobart William Smith College, famous for the most hideous speed suits in all of ski racing. They have fixed that, though. They've now got nice speed suits. I didn't think they were hideous. I love them.
Yeah, well, you got one, didn't you?
I got one, yes. I wear it. I usually wear it to the resort.
Yeah. I can see you just walking around in your Hobart Williams.
I don't ski. I just ride. Wear the speed suit.
Up and down.
Exactly right. Ethan Hine now makes his way across in 50.79. So a good first run for Hobart Williams Smith's Ethan Hine. Sam Roy now from the University of Maine, Farmington, coming into our picture now out of the transition. A good top half for Sammy Roy. He's going to be followed by Carson Parco from the College of Idaho.
Yeah, he had a good split check time, boss. So, again, staying consistent there. He finds the flow. We'll see how he handles these last 2 flushes, as we mentioned. Looking strong so far, though, is Sam Roy from UMF. And he'll reach for the stripe with a great time of 5.108, currently good enough for 8th overall. So, again, Sam Roy with a 5.108. He skied that bottom section really well.
Here is the yoke, and a tough top transition here for the College of Idaho's Carson Parco. Parco now back on course, but he had to literally hike for the gate. He's going to want to try to get back in the flow, though. There is no second run if you don't finish the first. Let's see if he can do it through this flush. And as you can see, that is a tricky and evil flush at the end.
Yeah.
And across the line is Carson Parco from the College of Idaho, 56.01. Meanwhile, James Larman from the United States Military Academy got to speak to some of the Army parents today in the finish corral. Great to see these athletes. They balance and carry so much responsibility, because if it's not hard enough to maintain an academic workload in school, then they've got to maintain the actual military component of being in a military academy, and then on top of that, a varsity athletic performance. It's really amazing what these kids are able to do. I know they love to get this week off just so they can rest.
Yeah, it's almost resting.
Imagine coming to a Nationals to rest. James Larman didn't rest on that run, though. What a good time for Larman, 49.89 for the cadet from West Point, wearing bib number 174. He'll be back today at 12:30 in the afternoon for run number 2. We'll bring you live coverage on the USCSA Broadcast Network. We hope you'll tune in later on today. Here at the Start Shack now, Cole Patton dropping in from Fairfield University. And now he's on course, wearing bib number 176. Meanwhile, here at the bottom, Miles Rucker from Northeastern University makes his way into the finish corral. And Rucker with a time of 50.55, good enough for 6th fastest here in run number 1. So your top 5, it's Larman from the United States Military Academy in 5th. Zach Bayan from Rocky Mountain in 4th. Ryan Beardsley from Babson in 3rd. Aaron Grizzlak from Northern Michigan University in 2nd. And still your leader, the time to beat a 47.22 from Castleton. It's Lorenzo Mencaccini.
Yeah, and I could be wrong, boss, but I believe Cole Patton, who was on course for Fairfield University, has skied off. I believe he went up near the top of Draper's Drop. Yeah, getting confirmation from the Tining Shack. But he was up near the top. I'm not sure if he lost a ski or something, but I just saw him come across to our right side here.
And they have him as a DNF right now, so looks like that's going to be the end of the day. Tough break for Fairfield's Cole Patton. Marin Vigneris from the University of Massachusetts Amherst now on course. Coming out of the start shack, making his way through the center section. And here's where it gets fun as they make their way over the head wall. They take a look at that 40-degree plus dive. It's a fall from space is what it is. No problems here for Vigneris. Now he's going to make his way halfway down. This is where things get tight. And Vigneris well ahead of himself, trying to keep the fronts of the skis. Let him do all the work, keep that body straight. A great run here for Marin Vigneris from UMass, from the zoo. 4th fastest here in run number 1 for Marin. What a good first run. He'll be happy with that at 48.83. That'll slide Zach Bayan into the 5th. Now Larman in 6th. Still Beardsley, Grizzlak, and Mencaccini, your top 3. Back to live action. Here's Halsey Lucas.
Yeah, Halsey Lucas from Colorado Mesa University, coached by Jesse Scott, a criminal justice major and a super senior, so this will be his final USCSA National Championships. Wants to go out with a bang for sure and have a great slalom finish. Not a bad time at the start section, but did need to make up some speed.
We saw Cornell's Leo Davis push off. There's Davis now on your screen. Meanwhile, Halsey Lucas from Colorado Mesa University across the line at 56.52.
Yeah, Leo Davies now, as you said, boss, is coming over the top of Draper's Drop and will make his way down the head wall. Skiing well, looking strong on top of his skis. Again, you said you have to stay in the flow, but it's really hard to find the flow when you transition from a flat at the top to a drop, which this is a drop, right away when you switch over there.
Leo Davis looking really good here as he makes his way into the final 8 gates. We'll see even Iserman now from from California, San Diego. Meanwhile, Davies across in 51.30. It is Ivan Iserman now from the University of California, San Diego. He's a freshman from Palo Alto, skiing out of Sierra at Tahoe. His first USCSA National Championship.
Yeah,
and it looks like he has gone down here. Let's take a look if he's going to be able to backtrack and make this gate. Yes, he is. Back on course now.
Yeah, he just skied out but didn't actually miss any gates. He went more horizontal than down.
As long as you don't miss the gate, you can hike back up and catch it. But then it's just really difficult to get back into the flow here. But no problems for Ivan Iserman. And Iserman safely across in 106.34. He'll live to ski this afternoon in run number 2. Here's Jack Price from St. Joseph's College of Maine wearing bib number 181.
Yeah, a sophomore from Franconia. Skis out of Cannon Mountain there. Used to be run by my good friend JD, John DeVivo, but has since moved out west to start his own thing.
His favorite USCSA memory, winning the Ricker Cup this year.
The Ricker Cup?
Oh, yeah. You know about the Ricker Cup? Oh, I got to tell you about that.
Tell me about it. Oh.
Take a look at St. Joseph College of Maine's Jack Price, 106.60 here into the finish corral.
Jack looked like he got a little angry at that last gate. He kind of hit it toward his face. Got to be careful, though. Like we said yesterday, the gates do fight back.
And boy, what a wild ride we've got here from Patrick Levins from the University of Minnesota in Duluth. Meanwhile, Clarkson's Hayden Samuel now pushing off from the start shack. Back down here to the bottom and through the flush, it's Patrick Levins. University of Minnesota Duluth, Patrick Levins now spots the finish line, grabs the stripe, 50.41 for Levins. Good enough for 7th fastest here in run number 1. We'll take the times here from run 1. We'll add them to the second run this afternoon. That's how we'll crown our national champions.
Yeah, Patrick may have been a little out of control, but he pulled it together well for a 7th overall so far. So
well,
probably
he was riding in the back seat, but he was able to steer from back there.
I know a guy that used to do that pretty well.
I imagine you do, Donnie Pelletier.
I wasn't even who I was thinking, but sure.
Of course it was. Here's Samuel Hayden from Clarkson.
Oh.
And Hayden with the 4th fastest time of the morning session. What a speedy run. Sam Hayden from Clarkson just laid down 48.43. And just 5/100ths of a second off of the podium. 3rd place currently held by Ryan Beardsley. So Sam Hayden getting it done for Clarkson.
Yeah, and
coached by Paul Reckberger, the Castleton athlete, joining the dark side.
Yeah, it does look like, though, that 17 split check time, that's kind of our vibe for our top 10 so far. Anything under 17 there is a really good start.
Here's Sebastian Bjorkson from Lafayette College. He'll hit the line in 57.36. Ethan Hockridge now from the University of California, Davis at the top of the drop.
Yeah, a junior from Sacramento skiing out of the Sugar Bowl. His favorite USCSA memory was he did a backflip at Regionals Rail Jam, and I'm not sure if he competed in the Rail Jam this year at the Nationals here, but at least he did it at Regionals. Doesn't say if he landed it or not. Maybe he just attempted the backflip.
Oh, that final red gate out of the flush is just nasty. And bib number 185, that's Ethan Hockridge, 57.43 for Hockridge. Will Sato from the Claremont Colleges, wearing bib number 186. Got some details on the Claremont Colleges. It's actually a group of colleges in the Claremont area, and they all race under a single banner called the Claremont Colleges.
Okay. But it's multiple schools.
Multiple schools.
So these athletes may not even really know each other from
correct.
school. They're just all
correct.
competing together.
That's
Teamwork.
Will Cito from the Claremont Colleges in bib number 186 now. Driving towards the finish line. And safely in run number 1, 58.99 for Will Sato. Sam Molitor now from the University of St. Thomas. He's a finance major, a senior this year from Hastings, Minnesota. Skis out of the Afton Alps ski mountain. It's his first USCSA National Championship. Glad to see Sam Molitor here in his senior year.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what happened for him up there, boss, but it looks like he got a little caught up on one of the blue gates just before the flushes. Seemed to get turned around a bit. I don't know if he was actually backwards, but will come through with a time of 5.621. So despite the little holdup there, a pretty solid time there for Samuel Moulter.
Here at the top of the drop, it's Messiah University's Caleb Reichert. Reichert with a 19.08 in the first split check. Now pushing off from the top, it's looks like Eli Seaver will be next from Wesleyan University. Here at the bottom, it's Messiah's Caleb Reichert in bib number 188. Making his way through the final flush, now across the stripe in a time of 52.97. Wesleyan's Eli Seaver now at the top, making the transition.
Yeah, Eli Seaver with a good time at the split check as well, but will need to make up a little bit of time down this bottom section. Looks like he's got a little crazy there at the top for him, but he's pulled it together pretty well. Saw the ski fly up in the air, and that's not usually a good sign with these slalom races.
Well, it looks like he's back in control now and getting good speed here as he's really letting his hips and legs and skis do all of the work. Trying to keep that body pointed in the downhill position, and a good first run here for Eli Seaver from Wesleyan University, a 52.14. Alexander Tooker now from State University of New York in Geneseo.
Yeah, that threw me too. I got no idea.
I think that's the name of the town.
Yeah.
He's a geology major, a senior this year from Oneida, New York, skiing out of the Labrador Mountain Ski Team. Now coming across the transition.
Oh, and it looks like he'll slide out there, boss. So unfortunately, it does look like he's trying to hike for it.
Indeed he is.
You can see, as again we talked about, when that drop comes out from under them on that turn, they have a tendency to lean that hip toward the snow, and the skis will just come right out from under you.
Now we're going to take a look at whether or not Alexander Tooker can get back into the flow. This is the hardest thing to do. You've stopped your momentum. Your mental state is all crazy right now, and just to focus to get through the final 15 gates is so difficult. But a good job of recovery here for Alexander Tooker from the State University of New York in Geneseo. And he'll finish with a time of 1:11.68. Meanwhile, at the top, Aiden Lefrancois from UCLA.
Yeah, a junior from Mammoth Mountain, which obviously we were at last year for a wonderful 2023 USCSA National Championships. If he could interview anyone, he'd interview McLovin and ask him if he has an extra ID, so apparently not quite 21. Oh, and he got behind too there, boss.
Yeah, he did, but he's still in the game. He's still in the race. He's not missed a lane. Here he's back on course again. That's some guts right there. I love it.
Yep.
Aiden Lefrancois from UCLA on a wild ride here at Draper's Drop through the final flush. Just throwing him everywhere.
Yeah.
And he's gonna earn run number 2. There's no doubt. As Aiden Lefrancois from UCLA crosses the line, 58.91. Sean Bodner now in bib number 192 on course. Bodner will be followed by Max Bellino, Michael Duddy, Amato Shrefstra, Bradley Seaborg, and Graham Barwick.
Yeah, and Sean Bodner is actually from the University of Colorado Boulder, but he's skiing here as a guest, if I'm not mistaken. So from Long Valley, skiing out of Windham Mountain.
He'll hit the final flush and make his way into the finish corral. 55.46. Now at the top, Max Bellino from Babson. He has made his way onto the drop. He'll be followed by Michael Duddy from Penn State. Here comes Bellino. Meanwhile, Duddy from the top. Duddy's pushing off and is on course. Here comes Bellino through the final 3 gates and across the line in a time of 49.58 for Babson's Max Bellino.
Yeah, that was really strong for him. Again, a 17.58 at that split check, able to maintain the speed and finishing in 7th overall currently. So a really good run out of the middle of the pack here for Max Bellino.
Here comes Mike Duddy, the Nittany Lion from Penn State, wearing bib number 194. Safely through the transition, now at the top half of the drop. As you can see, Trent, everything very organized, very linear, very consistent. Good rhythm will get you down the hill. And then all of a sudden, hell breaks loose.
Yeah, then you got to make those skis turn quick.
No problem here for Michael Duddy, though. And he'll be happy with run number 1, 58.95. Glad you're tuned in. You're watching the Men's National Championship Slalom run number 1 here from Whiteface Mountain. Boss Hogg and Trent Rosenberg on the call with you all afternoon. Glad you're joining us on the web at www.uscsa.org. Just click on the National Championships logo, and it'll transport you to the broadcast page. Back to live action now. Amato Shrefstra from Stanford. He's rocking the tree on the armband.
Got to have the tree. We've learned that.
Bib number 195. Shrefstra.
Yeah, Shrestha.
Is it Shrestha? Oh, thank you.
Shrestha. Yeah, but a good run for him so far. A 5.850 there for Amato Shrestha.
Northern Michigan University's Bradley Seaborg now in bib number 196 on course. Seaborg will be followed by Graham Barwick from St. Olaf. And then it's Rocky Mountain's Fred Strom, followed by Colgate's Ridley Lindstrom. Watch out, Rocky Mountain College is going to send a speed demon out in just a second.
Yeah, but right now, Bradley Seaborg having a great run, only 17.71 at the split shack. comes through with a 5.002. That's 9th overall, so a really good run. Again, we're about 40 racers in now at about 131, so getting toward that middle line. A really good run for him.
Oh, in the back seat is Graham Barwick here, St. Olaf. That's what it looks like when you get behind. Now he's back into the flow, but he had to scrape some speed at the top of the drop. That is not where you want to slow down. Let's see if he can haul it down here in the final 5 or 6 gates. Graham Barwick from St. Olaf in bib number 197, 16th fastest here in the morning session with a 51.12. So your top 3, still no change. Ryan Beardsley in the 3rd position. Beardsley skiing out of Babson. Aaron Grislack from Northern Michigan University in 2nd, but still your leader. And the time to beat a 47.22. It's Castleton University's Lorenzo Micachini.
Yeah, and now his, it's Frederick August Strom from Rocky Mountain College on course, having a really solid run at the split shack. As you're watching him come through this finish section, no problem with the flushes, boss. Reaches for the stripe. A 5.021 will put Frederick August Strom comfortably into 10th place currently. So looking to make that flip, looking to be competitive for that second run. Good run for him.
Rocky Mountain already has 2 skiers down. Zach Bayon in the 6th spot and Fred Strom in the 10th spot. Notice how the strategy works for Coach Jerry Wolf out of the Battling Bears of Billings. Spreading all of his ski racers out just to make sure that they have 3 good postable times.
Yeah. And then Ridley Lindstrom just finished on your screen from Colgate University. Ridley had a really strong top section. Slowed down just a bit at the bottom here, but still will find himself comfortably in 14th place with a 5.073. So again, 5.073 there for Ridley Lindstrom.
Here's Axel Strom from Castleton University in bib number 200. Beautiful form here from Strom. That is a textbook lesson on how it's supposed to look. He's got good speed, no problems with the flush. It's a good head wall here for Strom from Castleton. And he'll clock in at 48.49. Good enough for 5th fastest. It looked fast from the top trend it was.
Yeah, surprisingly, actually, a little bit slower at the top section was Askell, but he really pulled it on into the bottom section there to find himself into 5th overall so far.
Joseph Olson now from the Air Force Academy at bib number 201. We'll see him here out of the transition momentarily. Olson, he'll be followed by Joseph Paulak, Alex Kuntz, Jack Chitkara, and Benjamin Centrenbaum.
Yeah, Olson's had just a little bit of trouble here finding a rhythm on the head wall. He seems to have to throw it a little sideways, and there he unfortunately straddled a gate, so his day is done. That was unfortunate to see for sure.
Here's the Air Force Academy's Joseph Olson.
Yeah, he straddled, unfortunately, on the head wall there.
I had them mixed up there.
It's all good.
Joseph Pollock from Northeastern University.
Back to back.
Now on the head wall.
Yeah, back-to-back Josephs. Yeah, from Northeastern, though, is Joseph Pollock, a super senior and a mathematics and business major, skiing out of Cannon Mountain again, so another New Hampshire born and raised. Good head wall for him, though. He looks strong up at the top there. No problem with the first, and no problem with the second set of flushes there, so he'll reach for the stripe and come through with a solid time of 5.433. So again, a 54.33 there for Joseph Pollock. Slots him into 25th currently. Finding himself close to that bubble line of 30, boss.
Here is the University of California Davis's Alex Kuntz in bib number 203. Pushing off from the start shack now. Making his way through the middle section. We'll take an opportunity to go over our top 5 here in run number 1 from Castleton. It's Axel Strom Hansen in the 5th slot. Sam Hayden from Clarkson in 4th. Then it's Babson's Ryan Beardley in 3rd. Aaron Greslack from Northern Michigan University in 2nd, but still your leader from Castleton. It's Lorenzo Micachini.
Yeah, it looks like Coons may have opted for the twin tips, and it looks like he may not have come down the head wall. Might have missed him there, so
If there was, I see someone on the head wall.
Oh no, there he is.
That
okay.
is Alex Kuntz on the head wall.
Sorry about that. I just lost it for a quick sec.
Skiing very conservatively.
And unfortunately now he has slid down past that gate. I don't know if he'll be able to hike up to it.
No, that's going to be the,
I'm not sure if he missed it or if he got around it. It was tough to tell there.
Kuntz is still on the timing system.
Yep.
Usually if there is a DQ, we see that. So, in fact, it may be very well that Kuntz is still live. Rocking the twin tips.
I'm not sure he has pole guards either, but he is cross-checking gates. So
Now he's switched.
And he's switched.
And he's gone switched through the finish corral. And now he's back
I think he did get disqualified. So looks like Alex Kuntz may have missed. I think he missed the last gate switch.
No,
actually. Yeah, I think he went on the other side of the red gate, and so his run is over.
There is Georgetown University's Jack Chikara. 21-29 at the first split shack, wearing bib number 204. No problem here for Chikara, as he can spot the finish line. 8 gates to go for Jack Chikara.
Yeah, his good strong run here on the bottom section. Hasn't really looked like he's gotten in the back seat. Found a good rhythm and a good flow, and he'll finish there with a 5.986. So again, a 59.86 there for bib 204 Jack Chikara. We'll put him into 38th overall.
Here is Cornell University's Benjamin Citronbaum. Citronbaum, no problems on the top half now as he makes his way through the transition. That fall-away section being navigated well by most of the racers. Now into the back seat just a little.
Yeah, it looked like he got just a tad late as he transitioned over the head wall there. Had to throw him a little sideways, but maintained his speed so far. He had a good split section time, so we'll see if he can make up for it here.
Here comes Cornell, Benjamin Citronbaum, and Citronbaum across the line, 51.39. John Peabody from the Claremont Colleges now making his way out of the top half, over the head wall, and into the bottom half. Down Draper's Drop comes John Peabody.
Yeah, again, John Peabody from the Claremont Colleges, as you mentioned. His major is spring break, which I have to assume is not a real major there. Hometown of North Dakota, skis out of Everest Mountain. Again, I only read what's written, boss, and sometimes I think maybe they have a little too much fun writing the bios.
Well, he is not having fun now.
No, that is true. It looks like he may have lost both skis on the wall there.
I think that's a yard sale.
Ah. Well, more time for spring break now.
I think it starts next week, actually.
Yeah, I think it does too.
In fact, I think it starts Monday.
Yeah, so just roll right into it.
This would be the Friday before the Monday of spring break. It may have actually already started for John Peabody. From the Claremont Colleges, great to see the team here this year, all the way from out west. Fairfield University's Santiago Pastor now on course. He's a freshman, first USCSA National Championship for Santiago. Skis out of Wachusett. And a good first national run for Santiago Pastor from Fairfield. Gavin Worth now from the University of Wisconsin in Madison. Great to see that entire team last night at the awards ceremony. I believe that they brought a kayak.
They lugged it all the way there?
Well, so we give prizes for odd things at nationals, at the awards ceremony. I'll ask for odd things. I asked for a spork. Someone had a spork yesterday.
Okay.
You know what that is, right?
Yeah, of course. The spoon fork.
The spoon fork. Someone did. So I asked for the largest item in the room. By the way, that's Gavin Worth now making his way across the line, 54.30. I asked for the largest item. Somebody had a watermelon. Somebody had a huge garden gnome. And then I look in the back, and Gavin Worth is holding up a kayak. He brought a kayak to awards. for some reason,
and
he won the prize.
I respect commitment to lug the kayak both there and back. I mean, if you do that, you deserve the prize. So I'll say that.
Jens Dose from the University of Minnesota Duluth in bib number 209 now making his way down the wall. Meanwhile, here at the top from the College of Idaho, William Paquette dropping in wearing bib 210.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, Jens Doss, I believe, from Minnesota Duluth, has finished his run now with a 5.399, so a good time there. We'll put him into 26 currently, so again, right on the bubble of that flip. We've talked about the flip a lot, but find yourself in the top third.
The College of Idaho, coached by Aaron Flynn, inheriting a program from Ron Bonneau, the legendary Ron Bonneau. Here at the bottom, it's the College of Idaho's William Paquette. And Paquette across the line, 55.83. Next up, it's Travis Reardon from the University of Massachusetts. Coached by Lucas Curtis. He's a biomed engineering major, a senior from Littleton, Mass. Also skis out of Wachusett. His second USCSA National Championship, and no problems through the head wall for Travis Reardon. Reardon now through the flush. Let's see how he navigates.
Yeah, Reardon.
Just as soon as I said it.
Yeah.
It is that one red gate. I told you, Hader placed that gate there. That red gate is so evil. It's just nasty.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, with a peely surface like I think we have today, you're starting to see that snow kind of slide away from the athletes, right? Like under their feet as they come in, so any sharp turns, you're starting to see that snow go away from them. Makes it tougher to turn on top of.
Tough break for Travis Reardon at the bottom, 109.02. Colorado Mesa University's Tanner Rozek. He is on course. And now pushing off from the United States Military Academy, it's Charles Jorgensen. Meanwhile, it's Colorado Mesa's Tanner Rozak. Rozak now across the line, 59.44 is the first run time. We'll fire up run number 2 this afternoon at 12:30 here on the Broadcast Network. Hope you'll join us. All over the mountain today. Snowboard free ski with a slopestyle competition.
Yeah, that'll kick off this out,
later on this afternoon. That's the Beeve, Mark Oliver, alongside Adot Shova, local legendary New York superstar.
Yeah, it does look like Charles Jorgensen had some trouble there, boss, at the top of the head wall. So unfortunately, his day is over.
Right now, you can tune in onto the Nordic channel at uscsa.org. Casey Ditzel and national champion John Henry Palusik bringing you the coverage of today's events out at Mount Van Hovenberg. Stay tuned right here on the Alpine channel. Run number 2 starts at 12:30. And then tonight, we'll hand out the hardware from downtown Lake Placid at the Convention Center. That begins at 4:45, all times, local Eastern time, here on the USCSA Broadcast Network. Jacob Morris now. Morris struggling at the top of the drop. Now back on course is Morris. He had to hike for a gate. So now it's just about finishing.
Right.
About earning run number 2. And I like it. I don't care what the time is. I care that they work hard to get back in the race so they can come back this afternoon. And that's real strong stuff from Jacob Morris from the St. Joe's College of Maine. 101.51. That took some heart to get down. He'll be back for run 2 later on this afternoon. Lafayette College's Charlie Steele now on course.
Yeah, and to your point, we've seen a lot of skiers today willing to make that hike, trying to get back in the gates so that they can keep going and get a second run. Obviously, there was no hiking allowed at the GS, so we didn't see much of that. But today, only 5 DNFs so far. We're about 50 skiers in. So, again, having a pretty solid run so far.
Here comes Charlie Steele from Lafayette.
He also had some trouble there at that blue gate, I believe, boss. He got almost horizontal, so almost a complete stop there for Charlie Steele.
Skis out of Mount Snow in Vermont from Westport, Connecticut. Now he's safely into the corral. 100.48 for Lafayette's Charlie Steele. Here's Luke Ward from Hobart William Smith College. He'll be followed by Lake Lindelof from the University of Maine Farmington. Now Lindelof on course, as you can see. pushing out of the start jack. Good top half here starting up for Lindelof. Meanwhile, here at the bottom, Luke Ward from Hobart Williams Smith College. And he'll make across the stripe in 52.02. So your top five still, it is Strom Handsome in fifth, Hayden in fourth, Beardsley in third, Greslak in second, and Lorenzo Mincaccini, your leader with a time to beat of 47.22.
Yeah, now we're seeing actually Jackson Knobloch from Clarkson University push off onto the course. And as you mentioned earlier, boss, Lake Lindelof is here at the bottom section now. Having a good run so far. Was a little bit slower at the split check, but looks like he's turned it on for the headwall section. And he'll finish with a 54.34. That's currently 30th, boss. But again, still a lot of racers to come. So he'll find himself in tough position probably to hold on to that 30th position.
Of course, they're all looking for the top 30 time. They want to get in there. That's the flip in Alpine ski racing when we come back for run number 2 later on today.
I did have to explain that to the snowboard crew yesterday when they did their slalom, or their GS, excuse me. But I had to tell A.Dot Shova how the flip worked. Those are freestyle guys. They're not used to it, right. You know?
I mean, they'll tell you how a 780 tail grab with a
720
funky alien, switch back, whatever it is.
Beef says he calls everything just the first two, so a 2-7, 5-4. He doesn't say the last number. He told me that's how the cool kids do it there at freestyle.
Yeah.
We did see Jackson Knobloch finish with a 5-1-5-4, good enough for 22nd overall so far. And Jackson Knobloch again out of Clarkson University. On the hill currently, we have Varun Suklikar from University of California, San Diego. And following him now at the start section is Northern Michigan's Andrew Truman in bib 221.
Here is Varun from Cal San Diego. Varun is safely into the corral with a 107.05. Northern Michigan University's Andrew Truman now halfway down the wall.
He was only about a half second back at that split shack, boss. He is flying, but a little out of control on that wild ride. Meanwhile, at the top there, Luke Kirkmeyer. Back quickly to Andrew Truman. He's holding on for dear life, but he is going to finish. 51.07 from Andrew Truman, 18th overall. Like I said, he was only about a half second back, and you could see that speed as he came down Draper's Drop.
He worked hard in the final 10 gates, no doubt. Great first run for Truman from Northern Michigan University. Now Luke Kirchmeyer from the Air Force Academy. He'll be followed by St. Olaf's Karem Heymana. Heymana now on course, high atop the hill here. Back there at the bottom, it's Luke Kirkmeyer from the Air Force Academy now, making his way into the final 5 gates.
Yeah, no trouble at the bottom for him, boss.
And across the line, 52.62 for Luke Kirkmeyer. That's a great first run time for the Air Force Academy's Luke Kirkmeyer. He'll be back to fight today, this afternoon, and it looks like, who is that has skied off?
Yeah, Karem.
Karem Heymana from St. Olaf has skied off. That's going to be the end of the day for Heymana. Tough break for Coach Nordemeyer, St. Olaf School. Meanwhile, Penn State University's Nittany Lion, Blake Bachman, in bib number 224. Bachman, coached by Paul Richardson. He's a biology and pre-med major, junior out of Greensburg, Pennsylvania. No stranger to national championship racing here at USCSA. It's his third one.
I don't know if you read this. His favorite USCSA memory is a call you made of him. It says, Boss Hog said, "Oh, and Columbia is down, and he's back up again. He fell down, got back up, and got around and beat Bachman."
Blake Bachman from Penn State University now across the line.
And looks like Bachman will take down Columbia this time. So a win for Bachman.
Oh, my word.
Yeah, he's a big fan of yours. I think actually all 3 of his things. He said, "I'm just kidding, boss. It was funny."
Great to see the Nittany Lions here each and every year. They've got such a storied program, and The kids on that ski team are just fantastic. They have been forever, too, for decades now. Here at the bottom, it's Charlie Snyder from Colgate. Colgate with a time of 52.21. Mads Syverson now from Rocky Mountain College at the top of the wall in bib 226. Yeah. Syverson will be followed by, that is Paril Krishna, Filippo Collini, and Lucas Wyacek. So some speed demons coming up momentarily here from the start shack. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, you've talked about the strategy, but here's Jerry Wolf again putting a skier in the middle of the pack. Meanwhile, here at the bottom, Colgate's Charlie Snyder. He crosses in, check, that was Mads Syverson from Rocky Mountain. Checking in at 50.82, 17th fastest here in the morning session. Now on course it is Parith Krishna from Stanford University, skiing with the tree speed suit. You know, they should have, why isn't this speed suit green? Like I don't. Well, it's the cardinal is the color, right? No, I think the cardinal is the name of the tree. Oh, is it sequoia though? Right? We've asked this a bunch. I know we've been going back and forth. I don't even think the kids know. Yeah, all I know is that the tree runs onto the football fields. He is the mascot. And I watch enough. I watch enough football. Yeah, it's a tree. It's a tree. We're gonna find out more. We'll get more. I'm gonna get a Stanford kid in here to tell us about the tree. Well, maybe Parth can come in here. If Parth comes in, Parth Krishna from Stanford, if you could come in and give us the story of the tree, we would appreciate that. Meanwhile, back to live action. Filippo Collini now from Castleton University. He is on course, moving well through the center section. And now from the top dropping in, it is Babson College's Lucas Wyacek. Yeah, Collini only half second back at that split time, boss, like you said. So really fast run. And a great time of a 4.983 puts him into 9th place. So again, those 17s on the split, they're a good indicator for how someone's doing and if they're able to maintain down that wall. Collini's going to be happy with that 9th fastest after the morning session. Shouldn't be a problem with him being able to move into the flip. Meanwhile, here at the top of the drop, this is Lucas Wyacek. Wyacek on a wild ride here, trying to get everything out of this first run while remaining safe and confident. Remember, you can't win a national championship in run number one, but you can sure lose one. No problems here for Wyacek. Great to see him skiing well here at this 45th edition of the USCSA Nationals. I feel like the Wyacek family in general has been kind of skiing in that sort of out of control, but having those wild rides, and if they can pull them out, they're in usually good position. Joshua Juziak from Clarkson now. Juziak wearing bib number 230. Coached by Paul Reckberger, the national champion himself. One of the most exciting races I ever saw against Rocky Mountain's Andraj Reich-Pogladic. A good finish for Clarkson's Joshua Juziak in a 51.95. You're watching the first run of the men's national championship slalom race here, live from Whiteface Mountain in beautiful upstate New York on a gorgeous bluebird afternoon. Friday has never looked nicer. At the Andrew Wybrecht Finished Arena, we're mid-mountain here, the home of the finish line of the 1980 Winter Olympic Games downhill and giant slalom, Ingemar Stenmark. If you were as old as I am, you shall remember his name, as he famously took home all of the hardware here from that Olympic Games. That's because everybody remembers the miracle on ice. If there's a single memory of the 1980 Games, it's not here from Whiteface, but great things took place here, including that. Back to live action now is Daniel Haran from Fairfield University, the junior from Basking Ridge, skis out of Elk Mountain. He faces 10 more gates and he'll be safely home. Yeah, he's had a good run, staying patient with everything. Starting to pick up a little bit of speed here toward the bottom, and he'll come through that finish line. Take a look at the time, 107.01. And it looks like here high on top of the hill from the University of Massachusetts, that's Max Vigneris in bib 232, but when we caught up with him on the screen, he was polling. So something happened high atop the run here to Vigneris.
Yeah, and it looks like he got late on that one too, kind of slipped out a little bit. Was able to keep it going, so a couple issues there for Vigneris. I believe he has a brother boss in the competition. That would be Marin, so they probably competing for the truck outside. You know, we gave away the Corvette yesterday to the Kelleher's, and now we're doing the truck. I'm starting my own sibling rivalry for them. I
was not aware of the truck. I did not know.
You didn't see the truck out front of
right here at Whiteface.
Yeah.
Oh,
I figured they would want the truck, so
Well, the Kellers are clearly
they've got the Corvette,
warring over the Corvette.
Yes, so. that was a family feud we settled yesterday.
Well, then you've created a new one then.
Yeah, I like feuds. I like
That's
duels.
The Vigneris family duel.
Yeah,
Is that right?
Yeah.
Noah Manning from the Claremont Colleges across. Nope, skied out. That's going to be it.
Yeah, still only 7 DNFs today, boss. Like we said, a lot of hiking, but all getting through with a second run here.
Bart Williams missed John Haggerty in bib number 234 now. He has a fairly fast top half now. He's going to need to pour it on, though. He wants to get into that top 30. But you just can't be too aggressive here on this head wall.
No, especially not with the snow the way it's getting. I mean, the ruts are starting to build a little bit. I know we've been, and I want to give another shout out to the course crew for doing such an amazing job. I mean, we're seeing a lot of it, even if it's not on the camera. But again, as it starts to soften here, and it is supposed to get into the 50s today, I believe, that course is just bound to get a little deeper every time someone comes through. You can't overwork it. You can't try to push through too much.
John Haggerty from Hobart Williams Smith now across the line, 101.99. Caleb Gorton now from St. Joseph's College of Maine on course. Wearing bib 235, making his way across the transition. Down the wall he comes. And James Briggs now from Wisconsin-Madison on your screen, pushing off from the top start shack.
Yeah, back to
Caleb Gorton from St. Joe's College of Maine.
Yeah, back to Caleb for a second. A sports and recreation management major, so if he's looking for a job, I bet the USCSA will bring him on as a volunteer.
Always.
Little management experience.
That's a 53-34 for Caleb Gorton. St. Joe's College of Maine, the last 2 years, have just brought the heat. So good to see that school bringing the Alpine program into full swing. They went to Sugarloaf this year and just did great in their regional competition. And back again this year with competitors all up and down the squad.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, we're Maine people, so we like to see the Maine schools do well, but good to see them here again.
That's James Briggs from the University of Wisconsin-Madison. 55-77 for Briggs. He'll be happy with that. He'll earn run number 2 later on today. Meanwhile, Preston Sobek from Colorado Mesa University in bib 237 now begins his ride down Draper's Drop.
Yeah, an outdoor recreation industry studies major. So again, I've got a job for him lined up, I think, with USCSA Nationals if he wants it. I mean, I'm just going to give everybody jobs. It's my new goal. I'm going to start feuds and create jobs. But a good run for him so far as Preston comes down the head wall, and he'll finish his run here as he reaches for the stripe shortly. A 1:03.42 there for Preston Sobek. So again, we'll slot him into a 60th position. And now on course, it looks like maybe...
That's Seiji Minawata.
And it looks like he may have had some trouble up there, boss, from the screen there. We're watching the film.
He's back on course.
He is.
But he is very, very ginger right now. Yeah, I think he might have fallen down, and he's just trying to gut this thing out.
Right. I also do believe he might be on the twin tips again, and I'm not sure he has pole guards on there. So maybe trying to stay away from cross-checking. Again, a good plan.
Yeah, very good plan without the pole guards.
Right.
Seiji Minawata in bib 238 from the University of California in San Diego. It's great to see the Southern California schools that have notably been here at USCSA Nationals for some time in their snowboard free-ski program, now for the first time bringing Alpine athletes in the Alpine program.
Yeah, and I actually think that Seiji might compete in our freestyle events too, because his favorite USCSA memory was the China Peak Rail Jam.
That's right.
So maybe more of a dual athlete here on the slopes.
Well, you have to understand that many of the Alpine ski racers actually go and cross over here at USCSA Nationals, and they compete in the skier cross competition, and we set the schedules up in such a way that they're able to do that. So when the men are racing here, the women are racing on the snowboard side, and we reverse that on the different days. And so they have the opportunity to do that. Usually it has been Alpine ski racers racing in the free ski competition. But for the first year now, we actually have freestyle skiers that are racing in the Alpine competition. So I think it's great.
Yeah.
What has happened to Sebastian English from the United States Military Academy here on the wall?
Yeah, he got a little behind there, Boston ended up kind of in that slushy snow off to the side. Again, it's going to turn those race skis right around. They're great at covering through the snow, but sometimes not so great at carving through the slush.
But a finish nonetheless for Sebastian English from West Point, the cadet with a 110.49. And it beats marching and twirling the gun. I know that.
Absolutely. This is Jess Sarison from Northeastern University now coming down the head wall. His favorite USCSA memory was rolling B-net, and boy, do I have a job for him lined up Saturday after the events.
Jess Sarison from Northeastern University, 59.22.
Yeah, Jess, you come find me. I'll set you up well. You can roll some B-net.
He'll be the first. He'll be the first guy up there to roll B-net.
Oh,
He
yeah.
will.
Yeah.
You can bet on it.
Now that he's told me how much he loves it.
And you've shamed him into
And I
it.
shamed him.
Cornell University's James Kelly now coming across the transition.
Yeah.
Oh, check that. That is,
Oh, yeah, that's James.
yeah, that is James.
James Kelly from Cornell. His favorite USCSA memory is building Nordic relations. So apparently they had to build the relations between the Cornell Nordic team and the Cornell Alpine team.
Well, and he also is an information science and Spanish major, too.
So he's good at building relations.
Exactly what he knows how to do.
He's bilingual, he can.
James Kelly from Cornell University, 55.39 here in run number one. Jacob Roy now from the University of Maine in Farmington is on course.
Yeah, Jacob and I believe maybe his brother Sam are from the Lonesome Pine Trails. These are our, not sure if they're Nordic skiers.
Oh, that's going to be the end of the day for Jacob. I thought he was going to be able to get that left ski back down into the snow and set an edge and come back into the race course, but instead he was in the back seat. You just can't steer.
Yeah. It's a fun way to ski, but it's not a great way to steer.
Tough break for University of Maine Farmington's Jacob Roy. Here's Lafayette College's Oliver Lehman in bib number 245. Lehman, an economics major, a junior from Santa Fe, New Mexico. His home mountain is Ski Santa Fe. I'm going to tell you, the New Mexico ski area, Tahoe skis, these are wonderful resorts.
Yeah.
If you ever have a chance to get down to New Mexico and check some of them out. Southern Colorado is the same way. Monarch over outside of Salina, Colorado. These are gems. Beautiful little ski areas, thick strip lifts, Titcomb style. Yeah.
I think sometimes people don't realize how good the skiing is down in the New Mexico areas. Like it gets a reputation of being sort of Mexico, and then there wouldn't be any hills, but New Mexico itself,
beautiful.
That's
Oliver Lehman from Lafayette, across in 102 flat. Now on course, College of Idaho's Benjamin Troyer.
Yeah, the College of Idaho, like you said, a business administration major from home mountain of Lookout Pass. And again, he was one of the ones that felt that his favorite USCSA memory was seeing Rocky Mountain College's flag get stolen at every single race. So a little feud between the schools now, I don't know if Rocky Mountain's managed to hold on to their flag so far, but I have a feeling someone's coming for it, so be on the lookout, Battling Bears.
Ski racing is a competitive sport, and they take it seriously out there in the Intermountain West. Benjamin Troyer from the College of Idaho in bib number 246, across the line in a 112.98. Owen Mosier now from Georgetown University. You can see him through the top half, skiing very conservatively over the transition now. He'll be coming into our view here from the finish corral momentarily. It's Owen Mosier.
Yeah, and right
Mosier
behind
is
him.
I think it's his first. It is his first USCSA Nationals.
But he is a senior, so this will be his last year competing here. And he hopes to one day run the finances for a ski resort out west because an accounting and finance major.
You see, that's the kind of guy you want to know.
Yeah.
Imagine that, having a buddy who gives out ski resort jobs.
Right.
Especially
out west.
I'm telling you.
I'll look you up, Owen, in about 3 to 5 years.
I'm going to look him up.
Yeah. I know him. I announced for him. I talked about how great he was.
I want to tell it.
Yeah.
This might be the greatest skier I've ever known.
Yeah.
Owen Mosier.
Owen.
He's definitely the greatest man I've ever known. And I know he's going to be running a ski resort here momentarily. Boss Hogg would love, I could be the announcer. I could do different things at the ski resort.
Right. I feel like Owen could also use this broadcast in his pitch to ski resorts now.
You know, and he would need 2 announcers at that point,
right?
You would need to probably be there as well.
I just like to be backup. I'm good at these papers.
So when Owen Mosier becomes a general manager of the Vail Resort Corporation, then we're in. Don't forget
we're
it.
in.
Don't forget us, Owen.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Looks like Garrett Tom from the University of Minnesota Duluth has gone down. That's a tough break for UMD and Garrett Tom. That'll be the end of the day for Garrett. Will Fine from Colgate now on course, making his and he's in the transition, and he has skied out as well. Let's see if I don't think he missed a gate, but he's going to ski off course. That's going to be the end of the day for Garrett Tom. Tough break for Tom. We'll see him tomorrow.
Yeah, it looks like we had back-to-back ones, actually, with Will Fine also going down there at the top.
So it looks like it might be changing from peely
to
a softer.
Yeah, I was thinking slushy.
Or ruddy.
Ruddy. We're going to have to program it in for our second run snow conditions.
Well, but I'm looking up there, and I mean, certainly here on the head wall, it may very well be different in the flatter section in the top half. But here on the head wall, there's not a rake out there.
No.
If this thing was rutting, there would be rakes out there, and they're not. And that's because it's not rutting down here on the head wall.
Yeah.
The surface is amazingly holding together quite well.
Yeah, I think it's just that the speed at this point and finding yourself into some of that slushy snow on the side now is creating some of those problems. So any backseat, like we talked about, is becoming really tragic for some of these athletes.
Absence Finn Horsley now. Horsley across the line, 51.66. That's 27th fastest for Finn. He'll have to bite his fingernails to hopefully hold on to a top 30 time, so he'll make the flip.
Yeah, we're looking at about 40 racers left, boss, according to our start sheet, so somewhere around 131 starts today.
Here's Penn State University's Matthew Sobkowitz. Sobkowitz skiing for the Nittany Lions now. He's halfway down the drop and pushing off here high atop the Draper's Drop run. It's Christopher Curvin from Castleton University. Meanwhile, Matthew Sobkowitz from Penn State making his way through the final 5 gates. And no problems, a good first run here for Matt Sobkowitz from the Penn State Nittany Lions. Chris Curvin now from Castleton, bib number 252.
Yeah, we're starting to see some slippers too come out, boss, so, trying to keep the course as fresh as possible. Like you said, not a lot of rakes, but always continuing to maintain some slipping along the sides. Try to keep the snow out of the way for the athletes.
Here's Wyatt Schultz from St. Olaf pushing off from the top, and Schultz is already on a wild ride. Across the stripe, it's Christopher Curvin. We'll go back to our top shot. It looks like he's gotten back in it. Right when we switched away, Schultz was in the air, it looked like. The tips of the skis were off. So he is slowed. Yeah, there you go. The split shack time shows it.
Yeah.
He had to slow down to an almost stop. And back into the flow now as he makes his way down the head wall. Here comes Wyatt Schultz.
Yeah, and before that, Christopher Curvin did finish with a 5.115, which was good enough for 24th overall. He had a 17-second split shack time, so had a good starting section for sure.
Northern Michigan University's Reed Heathman now. He's dropped in from the start shack. As Wyatt Schultz here at the bottom, he pushes to the line from St. Olaf with a time of 56.19. Go over your top 5 quickly here. Axel Strom-Hansen from Castleton in 5th. Sam Hayden from Clarkson in fourth. Then it's Babson's Ryan Beardsley in third. Aaron Grizzlack from Northern Michigan University in second. And still your leader with a time to beat of 47.22. It's Castleton's Lorenzo Mencaccini.
Yeah, not a lot of changes in that top 5, boss. I mean, we saw those racers pretty early on in the day. We started with bib 160, and our top 5 features some of the top 40 skiers we saw go out. And I don't know what happened here with, looks like maybe Reith Heeman.
Yep, Heathman skied off.
Heathman, excuse me, did not quite finish. But he does look maybe a little beat up on the side. I hope he's okay.
Next up, Rocky Mountain College's William Sheldy. Sheldy wearing bib 255. This kid's got skills right here.
Yeah, he is cruising. He got a little late on a couple of those, but he stayed with it.
Yeah, quick run here for Sheldy. And Sheldy, the 17th fastest run, wearing bib number 255. So Jerry Wolf just peppering them all through the men's lineup. That's what he does. He's like the Sith.
The dark side of the USCSA National.
Sits up there and plans when they're going to
Plots.
come down.
Good. Good.
There is no better man in the USCSA. I'll tell you, Jerry Wolf has got a program for almost 3 decades up there in Billings now. Family affair, Tara Wolf. She is the team mom each and every year. These kids love those 2 people. And they're what really makes ski racing great. Like, it's all about that. It's about making an impact on young people's lives and then teaching them to do the same. And I think that's what we're most proud of here at the USCSA, is the legacy that starts on ski hills just like this, on days just like today, and then ends 40, 50, 60 years later. You got guys like Ron Bonneau, who started out competing and then coached for 35 years. Jerry Wolf, one of these same guys. Nordemeyer's been in the game for a ton. Chris Ader. We'll just go down the list of these fantastic human beings that pass on these skills, pass on these passions to their ski racers. And then the next thing you know, you get Paul Reckberger's now a ski coach for another college, and it just keeps going and going and going. I think it's the thing we're most proud of here.
Yeah, and I was going to say a lot of these coaches are actually former athletes themselves, so it's, again, like you said, that legacy building where they start out one way and get there the next time, right? So it's how you return to the snow and how you give back to the skiing community.
Meanwhile, back to live action here from the Air Force Academy. It's Camden Chiari for bib number 256. And Chiari across the stripe in 57.57. Stanford's Matthew Tan now in bib 257. Great to see Stanford, both the women and the men's team, out here this year. Doing well. We're having fun with the tree, but seriously, they are a greatly improved Alpine ski program. I remember when there were 2 kids here from Stanford. Now they got 10. And that's what I'm talking about. That's the whole growth of this league as a result of that passion and spirit that these pioneering coaches have instilled. And this is what it manifests into: 631 athletes at this USCSA National Championships in our 45th edition. We started out with not 100 eating spaghetti on paper plates, and now we're filling up ballrooms and the award ceremony and taking over entire mountains. It's really exciting. Matthew Tan from Stanford across the line in 109.83. Here from the University of Maine Farmington, it's Colgan O'Keefe.
Yeah, Colgan skiing for our good friend Andy Willihan, obviously, an outdoor and business recreation major. He has come through the stripe with a 5.419, good enough for 40th overall there for Colgan.
Colorado Mesa University's Tyler Weldon now on course in bib 259. And now dropping in from the start shack, it's Northeastern University's Maxwell Hessinger. So Hessinger high atop the Draper's Drop run. And now back here down on the bottom, it's Tyler Weldon, Colorado Mesa's speed demon. Jesse Scott is another great example of these types of coaches that are really making a difference in the league. And across the line, it's Tyler Weldon. Weldon, out of Juneau, Alaska. He's a senior this year, construction management major. He's been to one national championship before. This will be his final one, and so 2-1 odds, Tyler Weldon stays involved.
Yeah, and it was his favorite USCSA memory was skating at the Herb Brooks Arena.
That's what I'm talking about. You just can't get those things out of your mind.
Right.
And you spend a couple of winters and you don't do that, and then all of a sudden you say to yourself, what am I missing? Like, what's missing here?
Yeah.
And then you figure it out. That's Maxwell Hessinger from Northeastern University, safely across, 58.21 for Hessinger.
Yeah, I believe I know Max's sister, Haley Hessinger, used to come to Gould Academy.
Now it's Michael Martirano from Lafayette College. Martirano, coached by Tess Boilers, mechanical engineering major. He's a junior this year from Yonkers, New York. He'll be coming here into the final 15 gates momentarily, now pushing off from the start shack and moving his way to the top of the drop is Franklin Long from the University of Minnesota Duluth. Meanwhile, here's Michael Martirano from Lafayette College.
Yeah, and I just wanted to shout out his USCSA memory for a second, boss. He has only been skiing 3 years at this point, but he was proud of himself for how he started to look like a skier at his regional competition. So again, like you said, the sport giving back, and then obviously you giving back to the sport. So congratulations to Michael Martirano with his 1:19.91, 85th overall.
Here's Franklin Long into the final flush. He's punching. He's violent. Franklin Long now knocking the gates out of the way.
I don't think he has pole guards on either.
No,
could be wrong. I think
punching.
he was just punching.
No, it's going to be like Rocky. Remember when Rocky got out of the freezer and the fists were all bloody? Franklin Long, Minnesota Duluth Speed Demon, 103.56. He'll be back for run number 2 later on this afternoon. Jacob Hardy from the Claremont Colleges now. He took a look over that head wall. He said, I have not seen anything quite like this at the Claremont Colleges. But he is navigating his way successfully through Chris Ader's set here. Now it was a little tricky for him.
Yeah, I think he flipped that pole in frustration at that gate, like, get out of my way.
He is punching. And a good run here, first run for Jacob Hardy from the Claremont Colleges. Hardy will be back this afternoon for run number 2. We have a program change here for the men's slalom. We will have an 11:30 a.m. inspection followed by a 12:15 p.m. start. So a 15-minute earlier start time than originally posted. We'll try to get that up on the internet in our broadcast schedule at uscsa.org. Make sure you tune in 15 minutes earlier as Jack Meager from Hobart William Smith College has successfully finished. And you can take a look at the new speed suits. They have lots of red in them now. They do have the purple, though. I'm glad to see that they did keep at least a little of the purple in there. Look at the purple sleeves. They look good. And look at the legs now. I want to see the legs. The stripes on the legs of that thing look pretty good. But what happened to the brown? Remember the puke brown and the orange that were in there?
They probably don't even remember
those. Were the good colors. That's Jack Meager, Hobart William Smith's 55.76. And he'll be back for run number 2. Jonathan Jorgensen from the United States Military Academy, West Point's finest. The cadets enjoying their week here in Lake Placid.
Street clothes.
Jonathan is, that's right. You know they don't shave either.
No.
Jonathan's across in 109.05. That's what Junior always loved the most about being off from the Army for a couple of weeks.
Well, and I had a good
didn't
friend.
Have to shave.
Yeah, Sawyer Harkins, who joined the ski team just so he could be in street clothes. He told his younger brother, Chase, when he went to be there.
Oh, no. What a tough break for Marley Barrett. Marley Barrett had it going on for the University of Wisconsin in Madison. And Marley took a digger out of that flush. Ader set that last red pole in the evil position. He's going to hike for the blue pole here.
He did lose his ski, though, didn't he?
I don't think so.
Oh, no, he just lost the pole?
No, he just lost the pole.
Okay.
He's going to come across and he's going to earn.
He lost a shin guard or some kind of elbow guard.
He lost something, but he made the gates He did make the gate.
Yeah.
And Marley Barrett from Wisconsin-Madison is going to finish number 1 at a 1:16.91. He'll earn a second run. So that's a good. And you're exhausted. Yeah. There's one gate to go. You're fully exhausted at this point. But he was able to hike and make the gate, so he'll live to race again this afternoon. College of Idaho's Cade McIntyre now. McIntyre, the junior from Reno, skis out of Heavenly. It's his third USCSA National Championship. And he's across in 1:11.69. Reed Martin is next. Logan Davis will follow him. Then we'll see Sam Steinberg, Samuel Froyo, and Felix Besser. Meanwhile, here's Reed Martin from Clarkson across in 52.98.
Yeah, Reed was on a bit of a wild ride there at the bottom, but he pulled it together and managed to get through or around every single gate. Impressive run there. And then Logan Davis now on our course from St. Joe's College of Maine again. Coached by Margot Costantino, a sophomore from Naples, Maine, out of Pleasant Mountain. I won't tell you what it was formerly known as, but Pleasant Mountain.
Is that love? Is that the mountain that spells love?
Pleasant?
Yeah, L-O-V-E.
I don't know. No,
you don't know that.
I don't know that.
You're
one.
not aware.
I'm not aware.
Oh, if you take a look at the front of the mountain.
Oh, the trails.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
The trail spells
Yes.
L-O-V-E.
Yeah.
Is that Pleasant Mountain?
I believe so.
I think it is too. It was called something else though.
Yes, that's why I said I'm not going to use its other name.
I see.
But Pleasant Mountain. Again, my old friend Jeff Lathrop, Clarkson coach a couple years ago, is a legend at Pleasant Mountain. Much like A. Shova is a legend in the New York area.
Big crowd here on hand for this run number 1 of the men's national championship slalom.
Not surprising when it's 50 degrees and sunny out, right? 0 wind, one of those amazing days to watch a ski race.
Glad you're joining us on the Broadcast Network. Boss Hogg and Trent Rosenberg on the call for you. Of course, Trent's dad, Jeff Rosenberg, a legend in Maine skiing history, now a member of the Maine Skiing Hall of Fame. We've always called him Burger his entire life. I didn't even know he had a first name, to be honest with you. I thought he was just Burger.
Yeah.
Or Burger Rosenberger.
Yeah.
But when you're the son of Burger, then you can't be Burger, you're Slider, and that's why they call him Slider.
Yeah.
But we call you Trent Rosenberg here.
You can call me either. I like both, Slider's a funny nickname. It's not known very well, amongst the areas outside of Maine. Now I know.
People will know that.
Most people think it's a Top Gun reference. But unfortunately, I'm named after the food.
I forgot.
Yeah.
That guy was kind of a tool, wasn't he?
Slider
was kind of a tool.
It's not the most flattering thing, but hey, I'll take it.
Back to live action now. As Sam Steinberg from Cornell, he skied off course. That's a tough break for him, a DNF for Sammy. Logan Davis from St. Joseph College of Maine, he came in at a 54.86. Sam Froyo now from the University of Massachusetts in the corral with a 59.20. And watch out, here comes Rocky Mountain College's Felix Besser. Besser knows how to get it done. Besser likes the slalom, a real technician here, skiing for Jerry Wolf. And Besser on a safe, conservative ride. I can tell you he has been coached to take this ride conservatively. They want to make sure they've got plenty of people into that final run, and he did exactly what he was supposed to as Rocky Mountain College's Felix Besser. He will cross the line in 53.83. For those tuning in or those in the audience that don't know exactly how we score our team competition, ski racing, of course, always has been an individual sport, but at the USCSA, we want to make it a team sport as well, and we take the top 3 times from the top 3 skiers for each team. We add those times together, and that's what becomes the team time, and then we rank those and give out the hardware for the top 3. But you just don't know who those 3 are going to be.
Right.
It could be one of your best skiers, or if your best skiers crashed, it could be one of your not best skiers.
Right.
So everybody has a role, and the coaching and the way they order these men downhill is very, very important in that calculation. That's Sebastian Shepard. Check that. Ryan Arnold from St. Olaf with a 1:00.43. Sebastian Shepard from Babson and Bibbs 278 now on course. He is about 5 gates through the last flush. He's got a good lower half going right here.
Yeah, he had a good time at the split section and was able to keep it going. He'll end up 36th overall.
Just outside of the flip. But a good effort for Sebastian Shepard. Max Parmelli from Penn State University. He is on course. He'll be followed by Noah Kirby, Max Farron, and Connor Abraham. Max Parmelli now at the top of the drop. Parmelli, a aerospace engineering major. He's a junior out of Mendham, New Jersey. Skis at Camelback.
His hidden talent is getting lost, boss, but he's found his way onto the course today, so that's a good sign.
This is his first USCSA National Championship. Great to see him here. Coached by Paul Richardson down there at Penn State. And into the corral, it's Max Parmelli with a time of 50.84. And how about that?
Yeah.
20th fastest for Max Parmelli.
Yeah, so he'll find himself hopefully in the top 30 there. We have about 20-ish racers to go, boss, if my math is correct here. We're at
That's how I count them too, just about 20, yeah. Noah Kirby from the Air Force Academy wearing bib number 280. He is pushed off now. He's our next racer to come down as the T-shirts are starting to come out here as the sun warms things up on a gorgeous Friday morning here in upstate New York.
Yeah, I feel like we're about to start to see the costumes come out, boss, the sun hats, the sunnies, you know.
It's Glacier Hot Dog Day here
Oh, yes.
at the mountain.
Don't forget, I did. I actually know the Glaciers a little bit.
You know the family.
I know that they have hot dogs. And I know A-Dot and the Beeve were more excited about the hot dogs
That's right.
than they have been about.
The first thing I want to say is that there is nothing better than the way a Mainer pronounces the word hot dog. All right? I love it. I'd never heard it until I moved to Maine. I love hot dogs too. And now I call it a hot dog. It's a hot dog. It's not a hot dog.
No.
It's a hot dog.
I also call them protein missiles.
Now, so in Maine they have the snappers though, those red hot dogs, right?
Yeah.
But that's not what a Glacier hot dog is, right?
No.
It's
Unfortunately,
it's not a red snap.
No. At least unless he brought red snappers. But if he did, I'm getting out of the booth and I'm going to the hot dog.
To get the red snapper because you love it.
Gotta have a snapper.
Only on the Nissan bun though.
Yeah.
Like you can't have it in any other bun. Now the Nissan bun is cut across the top, right? Not on the side, but on the top. And so you put the hot dog in the Nissan bun from the top. That is the way to eat a hot dog, right?
Yeah. I'm getting information too from our timer, of course, who also is a Maine guy. Tell House that's good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
that's good.
It's good. But anyway, yeah, the red snapper, that's the way to go. I don't know if you've seen the whole contraptions now where you can steam the bun. You know what I mean? So
it
cooks, yeah.
They walk around Boston. You could go to Fenway.
Yeah.
And he literally makes the hot dog right in front of you.
Yeah.
He takes the bun out of the steamer.
That's what I want.
He takes the hot dog out of the steamer and he gives it to you. And you give him $14 in return, right?
Yeah. Except I'm trying to do it for $2.
Yeah.
You know, I can't go to Boston. But
well, I got one better for you.
Okay.
Today,
Glazer's give them for free?
Glacier Hot Dog Day here at the mountain, and they're giving them away for free at the snowboard venue.
I'll see him later.
So and I think that is why we've changed the time of run number 2 here this afternoon, is so we can make sure that everyone can get down to the snowboard venue before the Glaciers give out their 5,000th hot dog today. All right?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be in line. If we start a little late on the broadcast, know why.
Back to live action here on Draper's Drop is the Air Force Academy's Noah Kirby coming down in bib number 280. He'll be followed by Max Farron from Stanford now. And across the line at a time of 101.42, it is Colorado Springs' Noah Kirby. Farron skiing for the trees at Stanford. He's an aeronautical engineering major, a senior this year from Los Altos Hills, California. He calls his home mountain Deer Valley, Utah. That's not a bad home mountain to have, I tell you. You know, they've expanded something massive over there at Deer Valley now, all the way across the backside on the Jordanelle Reservoir. They now expanded an entire new 2-mountain set. So Deer Valley is just huge, enormous.
Thank you for calling customer service.
Yeah, his favorite USCSA memory too, boss, was sending it from the gondola in Mammoth last year, which is also one of my favorite memories of all time.
I don't even want to know what that means.
It means they rode up to the top and we sent it, like skied really hard in the powder. Sorry.
He didn't. I thought he pried the door open
No.
and sent it from the gondola.
Oh, no. Sorry. He sent it from the top of Mammoth's gondola.
All right.
I'm sorry.
All right.
I should have been more clear.
And he is going to cross the stripe here. Max Veyron from Stanford, 126.93. He'll be back for run number 2, 12:15 this afternoon. Now just laying the edges all over. Take a look at this. This is Connor Abraham from Northern Michigan University. He ain't scared, that's for sure.
Ain't for sure, but
Sharp edges. He was literally on his side and didn't care because he knows he's got the tune.
yeah.
You can bet. What a good run here. That is strong skiing from Connor Abraham from Northern Michigan University. 56.97. Fun to watch him make good speed down the head wall. Here is Owen Smith from Colgate and bib 283 high atop. Making his way through the center section now. Relatively short run here for run number 1.
Yeah, but it's been consistent, and we've only had 12 DNFs, so a good first run, a good way to get into the second run where you can really let it all hang out, and that's obviously where we're going to crown the national championship. Unlike the GS Day, where unfortunately weather conditions allowed us to only get 1 run in. So I know that was one of our more interesting ski races we've ever done. And this one, obviously, to reward the men for persevering through that, we gave them Bluebird, 50 degree. Just one of those gorgeous ski days everybody's enjoying.
As Owen Smith from Colgate, he'll hit the line 56.75 for Smith. Elliot Peretta now from Castleton on course. He'll be followed by Liam Cook, Dominique Dulac, William Hennon, and Asher Lockwood.
Elliot Peretta out of Vermont State University, or Castleton as some may know it, from Annecy, France, skiing out of Italy at the Courmayeur, I believe. He also won the USCSA Nationals in 2023 with his teammates and friends. Again, abbreviated 2023 Nationals due to the snow, but still a win's a win. And he'll come through with a good time of 5.276 there for Elliot Peretta. 35th overall, so just outside that top 30.
Want to shout out to Coach Dale Solotruck. Hopefully he's watching here today. All part of that fantastic Castleton program led by Coach Ader. I thought for the longest time his last name was Solo Cup, and so I called him Coach Solo Cup, but it's Solo Truck.
Even better.
Which is better than a
Solo Truck.
Cup. You're absolutely right.
I don't want no wimpy Solo Cup. I want a Solo Truck.
Lots of athletes from the old Sierra Nevada University watching here today. Marcus Clear.
Gonna go, no comment.
We remember him so well. Luca Rico. El Presidente, the president of Sierra Nevada College. Alan Walker watching here today. Boy, I miss those kids. Those were great kids. Superstars Eric and Nils Hochbaum. Frida Svedberg watching from Sweden today. Shout out to them. Mr. and Mrs. Hochbaum as well. You just can't get enough of it. Doesn't matter how long you've been away from it. You want to still be a part of it. These folks live in Europe. That's the closest they can get is to watch the broadcast.
Hey, and we're happy to have them here.
Indeed. Let's go over some of our finishers. It was Elliot Peretta from Castleton across. Then it was Liam Cook from Lafayette across. Now it's the Claremont College's Dominique Dulac that is spotting the finish line, and he grabs the stripe. 113.10 for Dulac. William Hennon from the University of Wisconsin-Madison is next. Ryan Beardsley, Aaron Grizzlack, and Lorenzo Mincagini, the three to beat here in run number 2 as they lead this run number 1 of the Men's National Championship Slalom. Glad you're joining us on the USCSA Broadcast Network. Boss Hogg alongside Trent Rosenberg as we watch Asher Lockwood from Northeastern University. No, check that was William Hennon from Wisconsin-Madison. Looks like we're going to have to go to the hand time here.
No comment.
Well, let's see if we can get things squared away here. Bib number 286 is Dominique Dulac from the Claremont Colleges, across in 113.10. Liam Cook prior to him from Lafayette at 129.26. Now it is Asher Lockwood from Northeastern University in bib number 288. And Lockwood a little bit behind here on the line. Let's see how he'll navigate the final flush. No problem for Lockwood.
Yeah, good quick turns there for sure.
Indeed. And he'll grab the line. 58.90. Check that. 56.82 for Asher Lockwood from Northeastern University. Now it is Victor Langcon from Cornell University, coached by Rick Brunell, a mechanical engineering junior from Long Island, New York, skiing out of Killington.
Yep. And we're approaching our final 10 or so racers, boss. So just a reminder to everyone that the inspection is coming right up here. And then we are starting slightly earlier at 12:15 p.m. So for those of you tuning into the broadcast, 12:15 for run number 2.
Hopefully we'll get that posted up on the internet as well. I know I spoke to some folks and we want to apologize for a couple of days ago. We started 15 minutes early and we had some folks that weren't able to tune in until the regular time, and that already took us halfway through the flip. So we will begin things at 12:15 this afternoon here for run number 2 of the Men's National Championship Slalom as we take a short course hold here. Let them scrape things out. Looks like Victor Langcon is next up, now pushing off. And we'll get to watch Victor top to bottom.
Yeah,
Victor gets his own run.
He does.
Own television run.
And he's doing really well here at the top section, it looks like. I mean, again, you can start to see how soft that snow is getting, especially toward the top. And I know when I skied it earlier this morning, boss, that's where there was a real amount of slush and stuff, and you were able to peely snow.
And Victor's got a good run going here for Cornell University. 20.24 at the first split shack. Staying in front of it. He's on the front of the skis, and then as soon as I say it, he gets in the back seat. It's almost as if he heard me. No problem in the recovery, though, through the flush.
You jinxed him.
And here he comes into the finish corral. And a time of 57.44 for Cornell University's Victor Langcon, wearing bib number 290. Now the United States Military Academy's Talon Clark, the cadet from West Point, at the top of the head wall now, and he is on a wild ride, trying to get it back together. Meanwhile, pushing off here from the top is Aristotle Niños. Niños skiing for Clarkson in his first USCSA National Championship. We're in bib 294. Back down on the bottom, Talon Clark.
Yeah, and we talked about it a little bit, but you end up off the line. The gates are so close together, it's almost impossible to pull it back together quickly enough to keep your speed.
Now we'll see Aristotle Niños come down the head wall. Clark with a time of 109.89 for the cadets at West Point.
Yeah, Aristotle, though, having a good run, was only about a second and a half off at the split shack, and he had some good speed coming down Draper's Drop here. And he'll reach for the line.
Yeah, good time, 54.12. 44th fastest here for Aristotle, but skiing way in the back of the pack here in run number 1. So he'll take that time. We'll add it to his time this afternoon, and that'll be the final time. Rex Idland now from Hobart William Smith College in bib 297, halfway down the head wall, 10 gates to go for Idland.
Yeah, looking good. Again, skiing Hobart and William Smith colleges for Dale Solo Truck, as we've said now a few times. But a good run for him. Throws the ski up in the air and will come across with a 5.819. So again, 68th there for Rex Idland. Yeah. I do like the Rex. He gave us the Rex pronunciation too. It's R-E-X. Thank you, Rex.
Thank
we needed
you.
that. Appreciate it.
58.19 for Rex Idland. Gordon Hatcher from the Zoo. Bib number 298 now. UMass Amherst, they used to bring a smaller team. Now the team has grown. The trajectory of their ski racing has also grown. Lucas Curtis doing a great job with that program. Here at the finish line, it's Gordon Hatcher. And Hatcher will hit a 103.82 here in run number 1, followed by the University of Maine Farmington Lance Dolan. Andy Willihan's done the same thing up in Farmington. That program really got off with Scott Hoisington putting it back together. And of course, if you're a Maine ski racer, you know Hoisington is, as he's taught so many young people how to ski. He's also the golf pro over at the Sugarloaf Golf Club. He'll be mad when I say I don't think he's that good of a golfer. No, I didn't say that. Yeah, I did say that.
Yeah, you did. It's okay.
I have my name on the club championship trophy there.
I'm pretty sure he beat me and my dad in at the Wilson Lake Country, the member guest a couple years ago.
Slider, he's a golf pro.
I know,
all right, he's
I
going to
know.
beat all of us, and he's going to beat us badly. I did beat him in locals racing, though.
You did.
Well, he thought I did.
Yeah.
So what I did was I entered the locals racing,
Yeah.
and I used my name, but my son is a junior, and so he has the same name,
Yeah.
and he's a CVA ski racer.
Gotcha.
And so you can't see each other
Right,
because
right.
you ski at different times,
Right.
And so he'd get the results every week, and Scott Hogg would beat him, and he couldn't believe it because he knows I can't ski as fast as he can. You know, I'm this big fat guy, and he's all in shape and everything, and he can't believe it. And we went the whole season that way, like 9 races. He was so frustrated, and finally in the last week I broke the bad news to him that really the Scott Hogg he'd been losing to every week wasn't me, but was my son who's a ski racer at CVA.
Yeah. Scotty Hogg was beating him.
Oh, he hated it.
Oh.
He couldn't stand it.
I could see him, too, just being really frustrated by that whole situation.
Oh, I'm glad everyone in the world gets to know that story, too, because he wished we could forget it. Back to live action now. It's Michael Coleman from the College of Idaho. Now coming across the line. He'll hit a 109.05. Previous to Michael, Colin Rathbone was on course from St. Joe's College of Maine, where he did 300, and he skied off course, will be a DNF. Wanted to make sure the University of Maine Farmington's Lance Dolan got his time of 55.40. Gordon Hatcher prior to that from UMass with a 103.82. Meanwhile, here is Colorado Mesa University's Colby Malpass. And Colby is our last racer here for run number 1 as he makes his ride down Draper's Drive.
Yeah, Colby, as you said, Coach Jesse Scott over there, but a freshman here from Willamette Pass. First USCSA National Championship, obviously. He's got a lot of hidden talents, but the problem is that he can't even find them, so he doesn't know what they are yet.
Is that what he says?
Yeah.
Well, he found the finish line
He
here
did.
in run number
He did.
1, so whatever else he's lost, he was able to find a good time here of a 105.62 for Colorado Mesa University's Colby Malpass. He'll be our final racer here for run number 1. Let's go over your top 10 quickly now before we'll break for just a moment. We'll be back with more. Run number 2 starts at 12:15 this afternoon. We'll come to air right at 12:10. That's all in Eastern time, depending on where you're watching. Eastern Standard Time here in the United States. Top 10 looks like this. In the 10th slot from the United States Military Academy, James Larman. Castleton's Filippo Collini in 9th. Max Polino from Babson in 8th. 7th belongs to Zach Bion from Rocky Mountain College. UMass's Marin Vigneris in 6th. Rounding out your top 5 here for run number 1 of the men's Slalom National Championship. Castleton's Axel Strom Hansen in 5th. Sam Hayden from Clarkson will occupy the 4th slot. Ryan Beardsley from Babson in 3rd. Northern Michigan University's Aaron Grizelak in 2nd. And your leader, the time to beat a 47:22. He'll carry that forward into run number 2. From Castleton, it's Lorenzo Mincaccini. Shouldn't be any surprise as Mincaccini atop the leaderboard here after winning the Giant Slalom 2 years in a row. He won in Mammoth last year, won again 2 days ago here at the Andrew Weibrecht Finished Arena on the side of Whiteface Mountain, and he's just right back at it again. He's going to be tough to beat later on this afternoon.
Yeah, he is, but our team competition is really heating up. We've got Castleton, Babson, UMass, Rocky Mountain, all sort of in the fix of things here, so we'll see who can pull the top 3 fastest times and take home that team hardware.
Big crowds have gathered on a Bluebird Friday here at beautiful Whiteface Mountain in Wilmington, New York, all part of our 45th annual USCSA National Championship. Lorenzo Mincaccini is our leader after run number 1. We'll take a quick break, get things reset, come back, and we will find out who's going to be crowned our 2024 USCSA National. So, taking care of the board, my broadcast partner is Trent Rosenberg, and I'm Boss Hawk saying so long, everybody.
Championship 2 in a row. One in Bend, Oregon in 2015. Now in Lake Placid. Will the table? Yep, up on our feet now. Here's some vice temperature.
All right, 10 heat 2 and ready.
Riders ready. Attention.
Yeah, open and sit.
We're gonna get up for this. We're never gonna run and hide. If I get tired and say that I wanna change my mind, pull me in a circle so I can change it one more time. Pull me in a circle, pull me in a circle, circle. We're never gonna run and hide. If I and say that I wanna change my mind. Put me in a circle so I can change it one more time. Put me in a circle, circle, circle. Put me in a circle, circle, circle. Not giving in, and when the earth is slipping, tripping right underneath our feet, remember we're not finished, we're not finished. I don't know where I'm going, but I know where I've been, and it's never in the knowing, it's in the not giving in. And when the earth is slipping, tripping right underneath our feet, remember we're not finished, we're not finished. One more time, we're gonna get up this. We're never gonna run and hide. If I get tired and say that I wanna change my mind, pull me in a circle so I can change it one more time. Pull me in a circle, circle, circle. Pull me in a circle, circle, circle.
Celsius, essential energy.